All right, what's going on, folks? Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. So, today I come bearing good news, man. I come bearing um, encouraging, motivating news. And, you know, these are the days that I long for. These are the days that I work towards in regards to doing what I do. A lot of times, unfortunately, I have to deal with the filth of our world and our times and our history. I have to deal with the dirt. So I love having the privilege to deal with the gemstones and the beauty of my people and our plight and our struggle towards something that we call, true equality. So with that being said, I have beautiful news to bring. LeBron James has started his own school, his own public school. LeBron James, I said it, LeBron James has started his own public school. Man, like I said, it just brings joy to my heart, man. It really brings joy to my heart to know this, because what that should tell you guys and what it tells me is that not only does this man care about his community, but he cares about the people that look like him, that are in a scholastic deficit and that are systematically put aside because of what they look like and who they are. And just because of LeBron, because of what he looks like and who he is making it a point to do something about it. And so I just love it, man. And because these are the things that I talk about. This is when we start to take it back. This is when we start taking control of our own fate. This is when we don't ask, we don't, we're not here to negotiate anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is a man that has taken his efforts and has taken his money, has put everything, and put it up. And he put it up, and he put it up for his people, and he's gambling on his people. And I love it, man. I love it. Of course, it's good promo, whether he's being genuine or not. I get it. But like I said, there's so many athletes and basketball players and NBA players who don't do this for quote unquote promo. So I know that this man is not only doing it for the right reasons, but he has a lengthy record of philanthropy when it comes to people that look like him. And I salute you, LeBron. I salute what you're doing, and they just don't make them like you, and they need to make more of you, man, because this is specifically what I speak to, is in regards to someone like him who's a cash cow. He knows that white supremacy feeds off of him. He knows that he generates majority of their money. Yet, it's like he's not just playing their game. He's also trying to get things done with for us by using that power, by using that influence, by using that money, and using his stardom. Right there, he's using the fact that they want him. He's using that fact to help his own, and that's what it's about. That's how you turn this shit on its back. And I feel like LeBron James, the way he's moving, he's going to be the first one, I feel like, to own his own basketball team. Like I mean, look, it's impossible for just one man to own a basketball team, but I feel like he's going to be the basketball player who will get together dark skinned people, and they're going to own their own basketball team where there's no white man playing fucking slave master, no white man playing systematic, no white man who doesn't even play the sport, but he owns the whole goddamn team, when people like LeBron should be owning this shit because that's what they fucking do. So with that being said, I respect you, LeBron. I salute you, young man. I appreciate your fearlessness. I appreciate you gambling on your people again. I appreciate you not giving up on us and taking the power and the influence that you have, that white supremacy has granted you because you're making them so much money. I appreciate you taking it back and bringing it back to us. You know what I mean? And you started from where you're from. He started from where he's from, Ohio, Akron, and he is going to, I feel like this is the first of many schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this guy's on a mission. And and the mission is not just to get rich, it's to enrich. It's to enrich. And most importantly, to enrich his own, to enrich people that look like him and resemble him, to show them that they have the same opportunities only if they are presented to them. So I thank you, man. I appreciate you for this, man. And I mean, obviously, it's like I know I'm indirectly talking to him, but I know he gonna get this energy. You know what I mean? I know I'm not the only one who's sending this type of energy towards him, But the reason why I speak to what I speak to, folks, is because just so I can show you real quick, this is a video of mine that I did, and feel free to check it out when you get the time. But it's called Systematic Racism, the Master and Slave Mentality. This is part one. And so specifically, I am addressing the fact that the statistics on ownership um, is not only not balanced, but like I said, it basically exposes and it shows you and it proves to you the systematic endeavors that are taking place for us not to own shit that we generate the most money in. And so my point is this: when I see African Americans owning as much as they are playing, is when I will understand that there is no more systematic bullshit going on behind the covers. When I see LeBron James and whoever else he wants to link up with that look like him and they want to own a team outright, and them owning it, them being basketball players or ex-basketball players, that's when I will know that that the bullshit is over. But one thing's for sure is we still got a ways to go. But I will not take away from our progress. I will not take away from our accomplishments, and one of them being mainly us, LeBron getting the school together, because I feel like this is going to strengthen him in regards to knowing what he is capable of, even if white supremacy tries to deny him those rights. For example, I know one day, and I know he's already probably even already started talking about it in regards to even buying the team. But like I said, he's taking baby steps, and the first step, you know, the first step was probably little basketball camps. Then the second step is a school, and the third step is probably going to be owning a team. You know what I'm saying? Fourth step, own a stadium. You know what I'm saying? And start and hire our own. You know what I mean? Third step, fourth to fifth step, we're gonna own an ESPN, right? We're gonna own our own goddamn TNTs and Foxes. We're gonna own our own versions of that. That's what we need to start doing, because we're the ones generating this money. Why the fuck are we not owning this shit in it? If you see the statistics here, white people there's only 19% of white basketball players, coaches 53%, majority owners 98%. 98% as opposed to the 2% that owns of African Americans. While African Americans, literally 98% of them play the goddamn game. 98% of them generate the fucking money. How the fuck are majority owners don't look like them? How does league office staff not look like the people who are coming in there? Because of African Americans playing basketball, those stadiums are full. Why are we not making money off those stadiums too? Why are we not owning our own stadiums? This is the shit I'm talking about. But I know this is the shit LeBron James is seeing too. And that's why he's starting the way he's doing it. I'm proud of you, young boy. Young king at that. I'm sorry, I take that back. Young king. Young king. I applaud that king. And I tell you, we on the way, man. We on the way. It's a beautiful thing. And like I said, this is how we do it. This is how we do it right here. This is how we do it. So, let's celebrate a little bit here. Let's check out the school. So this is, I'm assuming, right when you come in to the school. And I love how he has kind of mantras. When you come in, if you look to the left here, it says, I promise I will work hard. I will never give up. I will do my best. I will dream big. I will stand tall. I will succeed. I will be strong. Because these are the attributes that our kids are missing. These are the attributes that were stripped from our kids and our parents and our grandparents and our grandparents' parents and everybody through, the fucking civil rights movement, the slavery, all this bullshit. These are the attributes that have been stripped from us. And so LeBron is putting them right back in. He's putting them right back on and letting people know that, listen, if y'all don't know it, we're going to teach it to you. So, beautiful thing, man, beautiful thing. Let's look at another picture. Look at this. So I'm assuming this is one of the classrooms. Look, got a beautiful mantra, we are family. And that's the thing, it's like these kids have to be reminded these things. That's why I feel like he made it a point to put these things out there, because these are the things we need to be reminded by and constantly reminded by. We need to sit in them, dwell in them. You know what I mean? Spend hours in this type of energy, knowing that those words say we are family are there, and there's people sitting in them classes 6-7 hours a day. That word will start actually meaning exactly what it's supposed to mean, because you are dwelling within that energy. You're dwelling within that direction and that intention of thought and feeling. So we got here, looks like that's still that front entrance, and it's got the mantras all over. It's got looks like he's got all his shoes, his favorite shoes or something like that. It's just fly, man. I'm assuming that's his mom right there. And then look, this is what I really like too. This is really, really dope. These are kind of promissory mantras for the students and the staff. You know what I mean? Staff, I promise to teach and lead with power and purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like every teacher, every staff needs to memorize and say this to themselves every morning, where they understand it's not about the goddamn check anymore. That's why we have such a disparaging kind of difference on good teachers and bad teachers, high graduation rates and low graduation rates. If you look at the inner city, Oklahoma City, Douglas, you know what I'm saying, U.S. Grant, all these places, graduation rates are fucking ridiculously low. But if you go to the suburb of Edmond, it's, they're good. You know what I mean? Like people are graduating. But my point is that there's different intentions with these teachers. You know what I'm saying? Most teachers are there for the check now. They ain't there for these kids. And the reason why I say that, because the results speak for them goddamn selves. And see, it's like I can't just blame the teachers, because the teachers, they're trying to survive too, right? They got to do more than one thing. That some of them are even paying for their students. I mean, you name it, they're paying for their pencils, their pens, or whatever, paper. So I understand that the government, and I understand that they don't care about y'all as teachers too. I get it. But what's unfortunate is that not only are y'all affected, but the kids are affected even worse, because they don't get the education that they are coming there to get, right? So yes, it's like there is a lot of collateral damage, but most importantly, the most damaging part of that whole kind of dynamic are the students, because that's what's most important. Like teachers are very important, but the students are more important than the teachers, because we can always find teachers, but kids are, you know what I'm saying? Those are kids. So now the mantra for the teachers is to teach and lead with power and purpose, to innovate, inspire, ignite my students, to put forth my very best each and every day, to learn, create, and grow as a teacher and a person, to push myself to try new things even if I am afraid, to build positive relationships with students, staff, families, and the community, to be flexible and open minded, to set high goals for myself and my students, to take time and take care of myself, to stay positive and to never give up no matter what. And above all else, I promise to love our students, our families, and each other. Oh my goodness. And now the students' mantra: I promise to go to school. I promise to do all my homework. I promise to listen to my teachers because they will help me learn, to ask questions and find answers, to never give up no matter what, to always try my best, to be helpful and respectful to others, to live a healthy life by eating right and being active, to make good choices for myself, and to have fun, and above all else, to finish school. Oh my God, yo. This is beautiful, yo. This is too dope. This is too dope. I love it. I love it, man. And then obviously with some motivational kind of imagery around the kids. Jackie Robinson, that was MLK. It looks like this is maybe the cafeteria. Yo, the mantras. I love the mantras. Look at the library, bro. That's so dope. So dope. So dope. I love it. I love every little bit of it. You know. So that's it. So that's what I wanted to touch on, is the brilliance of this young man, and this the steadfastness of this young man, the persistence for balance. I love it. I respect it, and I appreciate him. And we need to take heed, folks. Just because he's LeBron don't mean y'all can't do something in your community and whatever level. You know, you don't have to be rich. All you have to do is just be a good person. But see, you can't just be a good person and sit at home. Being a good person and sitting at home is, you're doing yourself a disservice. You are not even being a good person because you're just sitting at home. How you exercise being a good person is actually, is being around and engaging that goodness with other people and changing lives and making a difference and making an influence. So you calling yourself, first of all, you calling yourself a good person, that means you are not a good person because we tell you that you're good. You don't tell us. So we tell you that you're good. And most importantly, the only reason why we're telling you that is because you have engaged with us. You cannot be a quote unquote good person and sit your ass at home all day and don't fuck with nobody and still call yourself a good person. That don't make no goddamn sense. Go out there and show people that you're a good person. Be a good person. Don't talk about being a good person. Give influence, show influence, and don't talk about it all day, because the more you talk, the more you're wasting time as opposed to doing the action that you are talking about. So I appreciate you, LeBron, doing your thing. Like I said, whoever's listening to this, take heed. You don't have to be LeBron. You don't have to be a millionaire to create some kind of initiative to help your people. You can start just by, being a big brother or big sister to somebody. You can start by donating clothes or your time to people or to someone or to an organization or to a foundation. You can volunteer. There's so many different things that you can do. So like I said, figure out what is good for you. And if you are a good person, then act as such. I don't want to hear about it. I appreciate your time. Do your thing. LeBron, I love it. This right here, this is what we're trying to change. This is what we're trying to change. And like I said, I got part one and part two of systematic racism, the master and slave mentality. I got part one and part two. I break down the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB. And along with music and all sorts of other things, I break down the systematic endeavors that these people take to take away from us when we do nothing but fucking give to them. And we give to them even knowing the fact we're not getting nothing back. Most 76, it says here 76% of African Americans are players in the NBA. 76 of them players, they know that they ain't never going to own no basketball team, but yet they still play. 76% of them know they will never they'll never coach their team, let alone any team, yet they still play. They know they'll never own a sports channel or a stadium or any aspect of the game that they play and generate money for, yet they still do it. So there's a lot of this shit that we do and we let go because white supremacy is taking care of us in some shape or form. You know what I'm saying? When they cut you a check, you ain't talking as much, right? If they cut you a check, you're not caring as much, right? So I understand that, and my point is this: whether that's going on or not doesn't mean that's all right, and that's right. That shit is fucked up. That's why any type of progression is delayed, is because people are getting bought off. So we need to change these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Majority owners need to be at the bottom there with African Americans because we're the majority motherfucking generators of the money there. So I don't care. I don't know what level of market or what market y'all be in where the person who generates the money doesn't make the money back. I don't understand that. That don't make no sense to me. It never did. So that's why even NBA, NFL, anything where we are the top earners and we're not earning the top money, I'm not playing that shit. I'm calling it for what it is. Straight up. So LeBron, this is how we start. We start by enlightening and giving knowledge to our kids, because our kids are going to be our future. And I appreciate you, LeBron, for seeing that, because they're the ones that are going to take over this mess and clean it up. So thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all share this information. And like I said, do what you can in your community and whatever level that you can. All right. Peace.